Today is the 3rd of May 2024. I have not placed a single trade in my Darwinex account, yet I received this email. Exactly 2 hours ago, I received an email from Darwinex Silver, where one of my strategies, LFY, is currently at 529th place out of 7,000, and its rating is above 75, which is the magic number to get allocation, and currently I am at 76.31. So let's head over to my VPS, and this particular one is a New York City servers VPS located in London. And if I bring up my Darwinex MT4 platform and I left click on the bottom right here, you can see the ping time to the main UK2 server is 3.26 milliseconds, which is pretty good. And now you can see the Darwinex account. You can see there's absolutely no robots, no open trades running on it. If I switch over to the account history, it's already sorted by the last trade time. And the last time I placed a trade is the 29th of April 2024. So it's 3 days into a brand new month, and I've already got potentially $30,000 in allocation if I choose not to make any more trades this month. But should I? Well, actually, yes, I will be placing trades this month because this will be my third allocation. This is my Darwinex Classic dashboard, and you'll see I've got LFY opened here. And if you look at the equity chart, you can see I was playing around with a grid martingale expert advisor, but then I saw a reasonably big drawdown, and afterwards, generally after you see a big drawdown in a grid martingale expert advisor, you'll see the risk engine does reduce your multiplier by a significant amount. So that's why you see the growth over here compared to over here is much lower. So after that point, about the 28th of January 2024, I decided to stop trading grid martingales on this account and switch it over to EA Studio Academy expert advisors. And that was 3 months ago. So I'm going to filter this by the past 3 months. And you can see the growth was very aggressive initially because I was trading quite a few expert advisors. And then afterward, I've been a bit more conservative and only trading 1 or 2 per week. And my strategy for getting 60,000 euros in allocation total so far across 2 different months is to keep an eye on that Darwinex number, the magical 75 number that you need to get in order to get $30,000 in allocation. As soon as I see my account hit 75, I stop all expert advisors, I stop trading for the entire month and wait for the allocation to come. That's why you see this flat period over here where I didn't trade for about 2 weeks. And that's why you see this flat period here where I stopped trading on the 29th of April and left the last 3 days as doing absolutely nothing. But it is a brand new month, and the name of the game is not to get allocation, it is to make money on the allocation. So I'm not going to waste the 60,000 euros that I have with me. I'm going to trade it and try and make money this month. And at the same time, see if I can score that third allocation, because you are eligible to have 3 concurrent allocations at any time. Back to my MT4 terminal, I'm going to show you exactly how I secure that 75 allocation. So I'm going to drag on a new chart and notice my account balance right now is $1,120. This is Darwinex Classic, not Darwinex Zero. So this $1,100 is actually my own money that I put into this account. To start off, I'm going to drag this account protector, which is a free expert advisor that I wrote for both MT4 and MT5 that will close and protect your account for you. So the inputs are relatively straightforward. It will close all trades and all other expert advisors when one of 3 criteria is met. So take profit. This is how I've been achieving my results. So currently I'm at 1,120. If I hit 1,100 and let's say $35, I want the expert advisor to close off all trades, and I expect once it reaches this amount in equity, I should have a much higher rating than 75. And the other 2 numbers means if the account reaches about $100 in balance, then it will close off all trades. Or if there is a floating maximum loss of $500, then it will also close off all trades. And I hit OK and make sure I turn on auto trading, so the smiley number is on the top left-hand corner. The reason I've started using my account protector is because I've actually been eligible to receive allocation quite a number of times on this particular account, probably 4 or 5 times, but they all seem to happen when I'm asleep. So I'll hit 75 when I'm asleep, but my expert advisor will continue to trade for me, and then when I'm awake, I'll be back at like 71 or 72, which is super, super disappointing. So I found that this way is really good in terms of locking in your profits, especially if you're working with robots like I do. And if I accidentally make a miscalculation, let's say I think I need to reach $1,135 in order to get 75 rating. But when my account stops there and I check my rating and it's at 72 or 73, then I just re-add my expert advisors, increase my new limit to say 1,140 and let the expert advisors trade again, so I can step up in increments slowly to make sure that I get that 75 number and get allocation, which is great. But what happens after you get allocation? Back to my user dashboard, and now we're going to go into performance fees, and you'll see here I have $60,000 in allocation, and so far I've made a total of $18.27. And if I scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that my total profit and loss that I've made on the $60,000 of allocation is 113 euros. But because we only get 15% of that, that means my share will be $18. And I know some of you will say, what? $18? That's a lot of work for $18. For me personally, I'm playing the long game because this one is Darwinex Classic, where there is absolutely no fees at all. This $1,000 that I've got in the account is my money and I can withdraw it anytime without incurring any fees. However, if you don't have $1,000 to spare, or if you live in the US or Canada, the alternative is Darwinex Zero. With Darwinex Zero, you do get a simulated $100,000 account that costs you 95 euros initial sign-up fee and plus a 38 euro monthly fee. With big accounts like the 100k account versus my tiny $1,000 account, it's actually much easier to trade the 100k account because you can use portfolios, you can use much more aggressive strategies, and you can use high value currency pairs like gold and GBP JPY. Because on my tiny little account, if I traded gold, then one tiny movement would mean I'd lose hundreds and hundreds of dollars in my small account. Since today is Friday, the first Friday of the month, that means there is non-farm payroll coming in just a few hours. So I'm going to stay out of the market and start adding my expert advisors next week, fresh thing on a Monday morning. If you want to know more about the expert advisors I use to trade on this account, then I will post a link below to EA Studio Academy, which is the software that I use to generate the EAs for this particular account. And I also share these exact EAs that I trade exactly on this account to the gold tier of my Patreon members. And the totally free account protector that I wrote for both MT4 and MT5. And if you like Darwinex Zero but haven't joined quite yet, I will post a discount below in the description. And if you're still unsure what to do, then we can sit here quietly in awkward silence.